photography. More than just a hobby or a profession. To me, it's a way to see the world differently. Through the lens, life unfolds in new dimensions, new colors, and details that often go unnoticed. My journey with photography began unexpectedly, and it evolved into a transformative experience that reshaped my life in ways I can't even begin to explain. Well, I'm going to try to, and that's the purpose of this video. Photography has taught me invaluable lessons about human potential, taking risks, and putting other people first. I stumbled upon photography during a particularly challenging phase of my life. I was working a corporate job and I felt stagnant and uninspired. And every day I was always yearning for something more meaningful. One day I picked up the camera in the office and I just got so curious and I began to explore the world around me through the lens. Little did I know that this small gesture would ignite a passion that would change the trajectory of my life. Photography quickly became more than a hobby. It was like a teacher. It taught me about the vast potential within each of us. Every photograph I took was a lesson in seeing beyond the surface, capturing the essence of a moment, understanding the depth of human emotion and experience. Photography pushed me to take risks, to step out of my comfort zone, and to embrace uncertainty with each shot, knowing that the outcome could be profound or a learning experience. From the moment I captured my first photograph, I felt an inexplicable connection to the world around me. Every click of the shot was like a moment frozen in time, a snippet of life preserved forever. Photography taught me to slow down and appreciate the beauty in everyday moments. The mundane became extraordinary, and life itself seems richer and more vibrant. It filled a void that my corporate job could never fill, providing a sense of purpose and fulfillment. I began devoting every spare moment to learning the craft. Online tutorials, photography books, and countless hours of practice became my routine. I experimented with different styles and techniques, from portrait photography to landscape and street photography. Each genre offered its challenges and rewards, pushing me to grow and refine my skills continually. Wedding photography was one particular area that really pushed me. Forced me to step out of my comfort zone, forced me to become a people person, learning to put other people first. It forced me to improve, to learn, to push myself to become excellent or to become the best version of myself that I could be. As my technical skills improved, so did my confidence and my sense of self and my sense of self-worth. I became more aware of myself and who I am, and my desires and things that moved me. Photography became a medium for self-expression, allowing me to convey my emotions and perspectives visually. It was empowering to realize that my unique viewpoint had value and could resonate with others. Through photography, I found my voice and developed a deeper understanding of who I was and what I stood for. It helped me to fill the emptiness I felt in my corporate job, providing a creative outlet and a sense of purpose. One of the most profound lessons photography taught me was the importance of putting others first. For instance, during capturing a family's precious moments, or telling the story of a community through my lens, or capturing a wedding story, I learned to focus on others' needs and emotions. This shift in perspective was transformative, and it helped me to build deeper connections and a sense of empathy that extended beyond my photography. What started as a hobby soon became a potential career path. I began to take on freelance projects, capturing events, portraits, and even working on commercial shoots. I got some gigs with international NGOs, covered several weddings, and I collaborated with a lot of other creatives on different projects. Each assignment was a learning experience, honing not just my technical abilities but also my business acumen. I learned to market myself, to negotiate contracts, and to manage client relationships. The transition from amateur to professional photographer was both challenging and exhilarating. Unlike my corporate job, photography allowed me to express my creativity and make a meaningful impact on others. Not to say that my corporate job was not making an impact on others or on the world, because I worked with an international NGO that was focused on improving the human condition. But in a corporate environment, you're bound by rules and policies and so much. But photography allowed me to do things a little differently and do things my way. Photography introduced me to a vibrant community of like-minded individuals. Through workshops, online forums, and local meetups, I connected with fellow photographers who shared my passion. And this relationship provided support, inspiration, and opportunities for collaboration. I also had the privilege of capturing significant moments in people's lives, from weddings to portraits, and I would say to a large extent, photography helped me to create lasting bonds and new friendships with my clients. Like any journey, mine had its share of obstacles. There were times of self-doubt, creative blocks, and financial uncertainties. Yet, each challenge was an opportunity to grow. I learned resilience, adaptability, and the importance of persevering through tough times. The photography community played a crucial role in providing encouragement and advice during these periods. Photography fundamentally altered how I perceive the world. It taught me to see beauty in the ordinary, to appreciate the interplay of light and shadow, and to recognize the stories hidden in plain sight. I became more observant, patient, and attentive to details. And this shift in perspective extended beyond photography, influencing how I approached relationships, work, and personal growth. Photography has been more than a creative outlet. It has been a journey of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. It has taught me to see the world with fresh eyes and to appreciate the beauty in every moment. Through photography, I have found not just a passion, but a purpose, a way to connect with others, and a means to leave a lasting legacy. It filled the void that my corporate job could not, teaching me about human potential, risk-taking, and the importance of putting others first. If you've ever felt the pull of creativity, I encourage you to pick up a camera and see where the journey takes you. You might just find, as I did, that photography has the power to change your life. To be honest, photography changed my life. I've shared in many videos on this channel how discovering the world of photography helped me to not just develop myself, improve, and get an alternative source of income. But sometimes when I think about it more deeply, I realize that it's very important for people to find something to pour themselves into, especially for people who are interested in developing themselves or becoming the best version of themselves. Sometimes it's just deciding you want to improve is not enough. Deciding to improve by yourself, just on your own, is really difficult. What makes it easier and what gives you a way out is finding a vocation, a skill to learn, something to put yourself into. And photography is one of those things that has the potential to improve you in ways that are not apparent from the beginning. The world of photography is rich. If you're the type of person who is visually stimulated, you love beautiful things of life, photography is a beautiful place you can get lost in. If you're the type who just likes to create, photography is a place for you. And if you take it a step further from just being a hobby and you decide to make it like a side hustle, a vocation, and that is to say that you dabble into the commercial side of things and you start to do work for clients, then you open up a whole new world of developing other aspects of yourself. Because to be a successful photographer, you need to first be a people person. You need to get out of your shell, learn how to communicate, learn how to put other people first, learn how to put your customer first, learn how to understand their needs and what they want. It will teach you the power of sacrifice, staying up late hours and sacrificing your sleep just to make sure that your client is happy. It will make you a confident person, especially if you're the type who is usually shy. Wedding photography made me leave my comfort zone and get comfortable with standing in front of crowds and being in the spotlight or at the center of the main activity or the main action. Learning how to work under pressure, especially in wedding photography where you are tasked with telling the story of the wedding or the couple. You have to pay attention to every moment and make sure you don't miss anything. You have to make sure your equipment is working. You have to make sure you have backups. You have to make sure that your team is on point and doing what they're supposed to do. You have to make sure you avoid confrontation, and sometimes you have to tolerate annoying and upsetting people just so that you can stay focused on the job of capturing that wedding. The same goes with event photography or photography for NGOs. You have to learn how to work with different kinds of people, understand different ways people communicate, and keep your eye on the task, making sure that you don't forget what's really important. You have to learn how to troubleshoot problems that come up unexpectedly, like a camera lens failing, or a battery dying even after charging all night, or a lens falling down and breaking. These are all things that happen on the job as a photographer, and you have to learn how to work with those moments and quickly adapt and solve problems. Photography also forces you to become at least financially aware of how money goes in and out, how you spend money. Photography teaches you to save, teaches you to invest, teaches you the power of investing. Because sometimes you're tempted to just go out there and buy yourself a little toy, something to make yourself happy, but then you want to build your photography business and you decide that a better investment is to just buy that camera, hoping that it will improve the quality of your work and attract new clients to you. Photography taught me all of these things, brought me out of a place of stagnation, I would say, and gave me a purpose, a reason to wake up every morning, a reason to look forward to the week and months ahead. And even now that I don't do so much of photography, I do more filmmaking now and videos, but I'm always excited to pick up my camera and take pictures. I'm always excited to edit the pictures I capture. I'm always excited to see the photographs of other creatives. Photography is a journey that I do not regret going on. I'm really grateful because I can say that photography really changed my life for the better.